Came from work not too long ago, and I was on the bus, coming home. I was disturbed by what I saw. I seen some, about 4 or 5 girls, getting disrespectful with the bus driver. Now he may have been wrong for what he was doing. He could have let them slide on the fare, but they were doing something wrong too. They were trying to use the school fare, basically to travel around like nothing was going on. And he called them on it, and they called him a couple of names that they probably shouldn't have called him, and they were very disrespectful, especially for about 16, 17 year olds talking to obviously a grown man, probably in his 40s or 50s, driving the metro bus. And it caused me to write this on my cell phone, which I'm going to get into right now. Unlearned, unhinged, uninsured, uninformed, unknowable, unjust, undistinguished, undisciplined, while reckless in their pursuits, walking the streets unaware, ignorant to life, uninitiated to love and peace, slow to hear, quick to speak, and even faster to shoot. Not all are lost, but these things are truth. While we as older generations destroy wisdom, greed, vanity, hatred, and dishonesty will continue to loot. So focused on the image of ourselves, and we forget to think, who is teaching the youth? Like water for chocolate, who is just making it sweet, and who is giving them truth? I don't care if it's your baby. How is it love if their morals are loose? Uneducated and lacking survival skills with ignorance caught in the noose. Children's story, duck, duck, goose. I guess the miseducation is good for the gander. This is real talk. Google the stats or turn on the evening news if you think this is just banter. High school dropouts, teenage pregnancy after teenage pregnancy, child slavery, and a book of misfortune laden with chapters. Defeat laughs in the face of our future as it's the latest gadgets and miracle drug we are after. The world reshaped like a weak crystal ball waiting to shatter. Young hearts and minds die unloved, untaught, just waiting to matter. So if we make it to Mars, will the youth live happily ever after? A bright picture becomes dim as the world is made a place much sadder. Depression is not the mood I'm after, just peace, love, honesty, and truth. How does humanity live on if it disregards its youth? Real talk. How does humanity live on if it disregards its youth? It's not just a poem. Posing questions. Gotta care for our youth, man. Gotta teach them. Some of the things that these youth get away with nowadays, I don't get away with. Being in my 30s, mid 30s or whatever. Some of y'all that might see this in your 40s, 50s, some 60s and 70s. Somebody would knock my head off if I, was 16, 17, out there cursing some man out. My mother would put me in the grave. My father would put me in the grave. Strangers would put me in the grave. I went out there talking disrespectful to strangers. I don't even curse around elderly people now. If I do, I'm embarrassed and I'm a grown man. So it's like, what message are we sending as a people if it's okay for our youth to go out there and just, disrespect somebody, like it's okay, especially if that adult or authority figure is not being disrespectful to you. I don't know. The world is going crazy. You got to teach the youth, man.